Welcome to the Alaska College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Christy and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening. So please be sure to check out the schedule on the website as there are panels that will be happening on Monday. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Alaska. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, University of Alaska Anchorage Community and Technical College.
Hello, my name is Raymond Weber. I'm the interim dean of the Community and Technical College, and I'm going to walk you through what we do in the Community and Technical College. So let's start off by switching my screen. Can everybody see it? I think we can. All right, so University of Alaska Anchorage Community and Technical College has a number of different programs that are set up and designed around career exploration and career pathways. So we have programs that lead to occupational endorsements and certification, including national certification, all the way through bachelor's degrees that are associated with very specific career paths. So we have really four main groups, and then university studies, which has certain aspects such as ROTC. So the aviation community, the aviation technology program has four separate different degree pathways: air traffic control, aviation management, aviation maintenance, and professional piloting. And each one of these has their own unique aspects. For example, air traffic control's primary and really only employer happens to be the FAA. Our program is one of their CTI, Collegiate Initiative Training Program, that allows students to bypass a certain set of the initial practice and requirements for their training with the FAA. Aviation management focuses on the aspects that are associated with working on and with municipalities and airports and the unique aspects of airlines, plus utilizes a number of courses from the College of Business, which you'll hear from later. Aviation maintenance is a 2-year certificate program that is actually designed around getting 2 of your required federal certificates if you're going to work on aircraft in the United States. Professional piloting is designed around getting people set up for a career as an airline or transport category pilot, though we only get through the commercial pilot certificate because it takes 1,000 hours beyond what typical colleges require to get the airline transport. We have a near 100% rate of placement in the industry. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just kind of using our website because one of the things I have learned is it's helpful for everybody to see what and where you can go to find information for our programs. And I would just search in Google to find any of our programs here at UAA. So programs under building technologies include architectural and engineering technology, which is a design program. It's set up for designing 3D modeling, graphics, and construction documents. But we have students that graduate from this associate's degree go into a number of careers, from architecture, though we aren't licensed, we aren't able to give the license at this time, all the way through animation, marketing, and advertising. We also happen to have the computer networking and systems technology degrees, including a Cisco occupational endorsement, but also a AS degree in networking with a focus on hardware and equipage. One of our underutilized ones is the construction management. Now, construction management is set up for a bachelor's, though we do have an associate's, to help you expand a career in construction. And then occupational safety and health is one of the fastest growing areas. and it happens to be one of the more highly paid career paths. Though the associates gets you so far, at the end, you would want the bachelor's if you're going for that career path. We also have culinary arts and hospitality. We have a student-run restaurant. We also have a hospitality minor if you're going for another degree. So the AAS in culinary arts actually sets you up to test and be certified by the American Culinary Foundation, which would mean you could become a certified chef at the end of it. It's an incredibly successful program with a number of aspects if you're going to be going into the hospitality. I'm trying to keep on time here. So transportation and power. A lot of people know about this one. We got automotive, diesel, and welding and non-destructive testing. Automotive technology works on cars, and this is also where you get to play with the Corvette that very many people are aware of. You do not get to drive it, except on the dynamo machine, but you actually do learn to repair it, use its computers, and adjust it. So you go through and you are able to work on any number of cars. Diesel technology is focused on diesel, both heavy and automotive, and it can be useful for working on also generators. Welding and non-destructive testing is one of the more unique programs where you will learn how to examine metal, fatigues, cracks, plastics, and the like through the non-destructive testing, and be able to weld and walk away with a certification from the American Welders Association. So I've got myself here with about 20 seconds left. So the last bit I would talk about is we happen to have a number of programs that fall under our university studies. So if you're going to work as an apprentice, we can actually give you credit for that. And that apprenticeship credit would go to an associate's. We also have a generic completer degree and the 2 ROTCs, Army and Air Force, that will help lead you to a career path into either of those armed forces. And I think I made it on time. I'm gonna step back and wait for the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will have the University of Alaska Anchorage College of Arts and Sciences.
Welcome, and thank you for joining me today as we chat about the College of Arts and Sciences, or CAS, here at the University of Alaska Anchorage. Also, please draw your attention to the top of the slide, where you can see the web address for our college. My name is Rhiannon Elliott, and I'm an academic advisor, but today I'm going to serve as your ambassador to CAS. First, I would like to start with an important land acknowledgement. Denainak etlenak ashnoch oyeshtu. I live and work on the land of the Dena'ina. CAS is full of amazing stories. Please check out our Facebook and Instagram web pages. CAS is the largest college within the University of Alaska Anchorage, and UAA is the largest university within the University of Alaska system. But please don't let our size overwhelm you. In truth, UAA and CAS are smaller than the vast majority of universities, and we offer many of the same areas of study, opportunities, and resources. And we keep our class sizes smaller. So you don't feel like you're just one student in a vast sea of students. Our class sizes average about 15 students to 1 professor. So you're going to get to know your professors and they are going to get to know you. The importance of CAS to the university, local, and global communities cannot be adequately described. We are an Arctic university and an Arctic college, and the challenges faced by our communities throughout Alaska, the US, and the world are confronted and embraced within CAS. Because we support your educational growth and we help our communities to become better places to live. CAS is comprised of 37 degree programs, undergraduate, graduate, and PhD level degrees, so you can achieve your educational goals at all levels. The importance of CAS cannot be overstated. Other degree programs within UAA rely on CAS classes for the health of their programs. So for example, engineering relies on our math classes, and health programs like nursing rely on our science courses. CAS is integral to the success of UAA as a whole, and while our graduates play significant roles within their communities, your personal success within higher education is what we value most. We have 4 divisions within the College of Arts and Sciences, and the first division is the Humanities, which has programs like Alaska Native Studies, English, and Philosophy. Every humanities program has about 30 credits worth of space for electives, which a student can use to either pursue a minor or maybe spend some time on study abroad. And our CAS students routinely win extremely competitive scholarships like the Fulbright and Truman Scholars, as well as we are home to the world-renowned Seawolf debate team, which has taken home many national and global titles. The second division is the Math and Natural Sciences, which has programs like chemistry, physics, astronomy, and geology, which is particularly important here in Alaska. And CAS recently built a state-of-the-art integrated sciences building, which rivals any at more expensive universities. It's home to the UAA Planetarium and Visualization Theater. And these newer facilities allow our students to have unparalleled research opportunities. And CAS is at the forefront of cutting-edge research within the Arctic and climate change. CAS is a center for research, scholarship, and creativity, and we have garnered grants from incredibly important institutions like the National Institutes of Health, National Science Foundations, and more. This has allowed CAS to double its research funding every 7 years. The third division is the Performing and Fine Arts, which houses our art and music departments. CAS is known for its academic excellence, but we're also a center for the arts here on campus in Anchorage and within the state of Alaska. We host many opportunities to study and view the performing and fine arts here on campus. Our fourth division is the Social Sciences division with programs like Anthropology, Journalism and Communication, Women and Gender Studies, and Psychology. CAS is notably at the forefront of anthropological studies, especially as it relates to the study of Indigenous and the First Peoples of Alaska. CAS is proud of its strong partnerships with agencies and institutions throughout the state, like the Anchorage School District, Department of Fish and Game, the local hospitals, and many more. And did I mention that in psychology, we have a PhD program? That means that students can earn their bachelor's degree, master's degree, and doctoral program all through UAA. There are unprecedented research opportunities for our students, and CAS students do take full advantage of what we have to offer in order to become nationally recognized scholars and researchers. CAS education in the sciences, mathematics, humanities, or the fine arts can be a gateway to many great careers, and our alumni include doctors, lawyers, playwrights, poets, teachers, and more. Before questions, I would also like to say that how much CAS really does care for its students. This academic year, CAS is awarding students almost $300,000 in scholarships, like awards to encourage students to take a full-time course load, because research shows students who take 12 or more credits per semester are more likely to persist and earn their degrees. We also have over 30 CAS foundational scholarships available to our students. The retention and graduation of our students is our #1 goal, and it has been steadily increasing for years. We work hard to maintain a level of excellence to which other colleges within UAA can aspire. Thank you, and please ask your questions in the chat.
Thank you. Next, we will have the University of Alaska Anchorage College of Health.
Right. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm with the UAA College of Health. Let me get my presentation shared. All right, hopefully you can see that. All right, so the College of Health at UAA is the home of over 40 programs that focus on all types of well-being, physical, mental, and social well-being of people and communities. UAA graduates of the College of Health programs are living and serving in communities across Alaska and become leaders in their fields. So that's a big part of our philosophy at the College of Health, is we want homegrown Alaskans to be the providers for health and social service professions across the state. Our students also have opportunities to do that here in Alaska. So a lot of our partnership programs allow UAA students to stay here for their graduate degrees that they pursue later on after their undergraduate careers, which I'll go into in just a second. And healthcare industry is increasing across the US and Alaska, so there are great opportunities for jobs once you graduate. So within the College of Health, we have three main types of degree or professions or programs that we offer. So we have clinical health. So those are the people who treat patients on a one-on-one basis in a hospital or clinic. Behavioral health, which is about the connection of the well-being and connection of the mind and body. Those are people like social workers, counselors, those types of professions. And then we have community and public health, which isn't always as obvious that it would be under the College of Health, but that's things like public safety, justice, legal studies, and health sciences. So as many of the other presenters had discussed, there are several different types of degree programs, anywhere from certificates all the way through those graduate degrees. We have over 40 in College of Health, so I won't go into all of them, but I will give you just a kind of brief summary. So we have our certificates and occupational endorsements, which are about a year of courses. You'll see we have anywhere from different types of like conflict resolution and counseling type services, along with dental assisting and pharmacy and phlebotomy. With associate's degrees, which are usually around 2 years, you can see there's a whole host of options. Diagnostic medical sonography, so those are people who give ultrasounds, medical assisting, nursing, radiologic technology, which is X-ray technicians, and surgical tech, which are people who assist a surgeon in the operating room. Bachelor's degrees, so those are usually around 4 years if you're a full-time student. You'll see dental hygiene, which those are people who usually clean your teeth on every 6 months or so. Dietitians who help you with your nutrition. Health sciences is, if you think back this last year and a half with COVID, epidemiologists are often people who have health sciences degrees. Legal studies, kinesiology is the study of human movement. So athletic training, potentially a pathway for physical therapy, nursing, and a lot of options to go on through our bachelor's degree programs. I won't touch too much on the graduate programs, but like I said, we have a lot of different options for those advanced health degrees, including some partnership programs with other universities across the US that do allow students to stay in Alaska for most, if not all, of their studies. And with the College of Health at UAA, we have a lot of hands-on learning opportunities. So before students actually start working with actual patients, they will do a lot of time in our skills labs and our interactive classrooms. One of the coolest facilities we have is our interprofessional simulation center. So that is you can see some pictures. We have these high fidelity mannequins that students are able to work with that simulate patients. And so they'll be given case studies and work through those case studies with their classmates. And that allows for students to learn their skills in a safe environment before they actually start working with patients. So opportunities with the College of Health, undergraduate research, as Rhiannon said about College of Arts and Sciences, we also have a lot of opportunities with undergraduate research. Most of our degree programs have research built into the curriculum, so our students are doing research as they go through their classes. Most health programs do require an internship or practicum of some sort or clinical, so you will have some real world experience when you graduate, which is always good for applications, job applications, and just, making sure that that profession is the right path for you. We also have several clubs and professional organizations that allow for you to do networking, leadership opportunities, a lot of chances for community service. An example of that is our pharmacy students recently went out and gave vaccinations for COVID and the flu to several different nursing homes across Anchorage. So there's a lot of opportunity to do some of those community service projects as a student. And then next steps, take a tour of campus. You're obviously already have probably requested some information from UAA since you're here already, but if you haven't, make sure to do that. Participate in UAA events like Preview Week next week, and then apply for admissions. And I can leave my contact information in the chat if anybody wants to ask any questions.
Thank you. Next, we will have Prince William Sound College.
All right, hi everyone, my name is Sharice Betis. I'm the Financial Aid Advisor and Admissions Coordinator at Prince William Sound College. Today I'm here with Shannon Stites, our Academic and Student Affairs Specialist. Shannon will be answering any questions you may have throughout the presentation. Right here, I just have a quick video. It's one of our promotional videos and we love sharing it with our students. As you can see, some of our students here do a lot of really fun things in and around Valdez. Today, we're going to briefly discuss our location, recreation opportunities, community, our quality education offerings, and our student support system. Prince William Sound College is a small and affordable two-year college located in beautiful Valdez, Alaska, with extension sites in Glen Allen and Cordova. PWSC is accredited through the University of Alaska Anchorage, and we sit at the base of the Chugach Mountain Range and along the coast of Prince William Sound. Our unique location in South Central Alaska offers the perfect outdoor playground, whether you're interested in an outdoors-focused career path or you just want to be in a beautiful place with convenient access to outdoor activities. Valdez is the perfect college town. For independent students who like to self-guide their own adventures, popular and easy to access local activities like snowshoeing, skiing, and hiking are available on miles of year-round groomed trails with free to rent snowshoes and skiing equipment. For those who prefer to learn from professionals first, PWSC facilitates many short-term recreation classes that any student or community member can enroll in, regardless of academic major. Those include ocean kayaking, rock climbing, whitewater rafting, and mountain backpacking. The Valdez Parks and Recreation Department also holds free recreational programming throughout the year. Popular free weekly activities offered in all seasons include climbing at the rock wall, basketball, and volleyball. Valdez is not only stunningly beautiful, but also we're a tight-knit and safe community. While we're located in rural Alaska, our town is uniquely walkable. Our apartment style housing is located in the center of town and giving students access to all that our town has to offer. Housing is located across the street from our local grocery store, restaurants, hiking and skiing trails, the post office, civic center, the hospital and clinics, they're all within walking distance. Here at PWSC, we also recognize that student life is more than just college classes. Our residence life team hosts an array of activities to keep students connected, including bonfires, family dinners, outdoor excursions. Students often become active in the community through volunteer opportunities at the food bank, senior center, ice festival, and bike bash. At PWSC, you instantly become part of a small community focused on connection. Staff are available for personalized guidance and support. Our students also enjoy close working relationships with our professors. The student to faculty ratio at PWSC is 10:1, and all teaching is provided by professors qualified in their respective fields. Opportunities for one-on-one academic support, individualized instruction, and mentorship are all available to all students. Attending PWSC can offer you the advantages of a small college with many of the benefits of a larger university. All PWSC students are able to take courses from any of the University of Alaska course catalogs. Students who graduate from Alaskan high school and earned a UA Scholar or APS scholarship can apply those to tuition costs at PWSC. Out-of-state students will be happy to note that all students receive in-state pricing. We offer a cross-section of academic programs that can meet almost anybody's academic goals and scheduling needs. We consider our college a great stepping stone and can help students transition to a larger university after they complete their degree with us. One of our most popular programs is our AAS and outdoor leadership. For students who are interested in a shorter, more hands-on education, we offer occupational endorsement certificates and popular trades such as millwright, construction, web engineering, and marine service technology. Right here, I have our social media. I recommend you follow us on Instagram. We post a lot of really cool photos and videos of our students out recreating or even in the classroom. We also have TikTok, and right here is our website, pwsc.alaska.edu. If you have any questions, please send us to us in the chat, or we can connect with you after the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will have Matsu College.
Hi, my name is Sarah Bowman. I am the admissions representative at Matsu College. Let me just get my screen up here. Okay, so like I said, my name is Sarah. I'm the admissions representative at Matsu College. This here is a photo of our campus. So first, I just want to mention that Matsu College is located in beautiful Palmer, Alaska, if you didn't already know that. This photo here is a photo of our mascot. Her name is Sophia. We are the home of the Arctic Dragons. So Matsu College is a two-year college, and it is part of the University of Alaska system. So what that means is if you came to Matsu College and you decided you wanted to go on to complete a four-year degree, all of your credits are easily shared throughout the UA system because we're all part of the same system. Matsu College is accredited through UAA by the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities. So we have, like I said, associate's degrees, two-year degrees. Here are our degrees that we offer at Matsu College. We offer an Associate of Arts and that's sort of like a general studies program. And then we also have Associate of Applied Science degrees, which are more specific to the subject that you might be studying, like if you were interested in accounting or business, for instance. And each of those degrees are 60 credits. We also have hands-on degrees that you are able to earn certificates for, such as certified nursing aide and veterinary assisting. Our veterinary assisting program is one of the most popular programs that we have, and it is the only one that is within, actually, yes, it is the only one that's within the UA system is at Matsu College. We also have a refrigerating and heating program that's also really popular, and we have an amazing lab where our students are able to work on hands-on for refrigerating and heating on campus. So why choose Matsu College? Matsu College boasts 951 acres of land with extensive trail system access. So if the outdoors is what you love, then you can come to MSC and explore. We are also centrally located in the valley, and we're just a short drive to Anchorage. So you can stay out of the big city if that's what you like, but you still have access to go there for the day if that's what you wish to do. We also have exceptional facilities. They're state-of-the-art, including a beautiful 520-seat performing arts center and an amazing refrigeration and heating lab, which I mentioned earlier. If you're from the area, then you would probably enjoy being able to stay close to home and to your family if you are from this area. And then also we have 100 full-time faculty and staff and more than 100 adjunct instructors ready to serve you, ensure that your college experience is as smooth and successful as possible. Our instructors are very dedicated to helping you build a strong foundation. They are very dedicated in helping you build a strong foundation and learn good writing and communication and time management skills, and get you to a good place to prepare either for a 4-year degree if you decide to go on, or to go out into the workforce if that is what you decide to do. So here is our contact information, including our phone number, our website, and then an email address. And that is all I have for you today.
Thank you. Next, we will have the University of Alaska Anchorage College of Business and Public Policy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Allison Berg, and I'm the director of the Student Advising Center at UAA for the College of Business and Public Policy. And I'm going to go ahead at the end of mine and put our information in the chat if you have any questions. But to get started, just to talk about some of our degrees and majors that we have occupational endorsement certificates in bookkeeping, business analytics, business leadership, and entrepreneurship. And these are all set up to be completed in 2 to 3 semesters for the most part, depending on your placement. We have associate degrees in general business and accounting. And then we have bachelor degrees in accounting, economics, finance, global logistics, management, and marketing. Some of those, just to highlight the accounting degree, when we talk about the bookkeeping, OEC, the associates in accounting, and the bachelors in accounting, we do have those set up to where they all feed into each other. So you can go from an OEC to an AAS to a BBA pretty seamlessly. And we can try to help you in the Advising Center overlap those classes as much as possible. So that's a really nice benefit to those programs. Economics is, we have a national experimental lab. So if you're interested in undergraduate research and doing some experimental economics, we have a lab with Nobel Prize winner Vernon Smith. His name is the name of the lab, and he comes up usually annually and participates and helps students go through those experiments in that lab. So that's pretty popular. We have a finance degree, and we just got new funding this year. So we will have a finance portfolio that students can self-manage up to $1 million. So you're actually working with real money, real stocks, and real investments, which is a really cool opportunity. And global logistics, I think it's kind of one of those behind the scenes things that not everyone thinks about, but COVID has definitely brought it to light a little bit. When you think about how things get to where they need to be in the most cost-effective, time-effective way, logistics is definitely on the forefront now. So that is a popular option as well. In our management degree, we have the option to do the property management and real estate concentration. And that's a pretty popular program. If you're interested in working in real estate or property management, a lot of people think of property management as you own a duplex and you rent half of it, but there's actually a very large business aspect to renting offices and owning, malls and owning strip malls and things like that, and how that business side works within the business world. So that's a very popular major as well. And then lastly, for our bachelors, we have marketing degrees. And this has definitely taken a turn with social media in the last 10 to 15 years. There's a lot of classes about when do you post on Facebook versus Twitter versus Instagram? When do you get more likes? When do you get more feedback? So marketing kind of dives into that data and the consumer behavior, why people think the way we think, why do we click on what we click on? So those are all options for students for bachelor's degrees. And we do have some students that do 1 or 2 at the same time. So if there's things you're interested in, we can definitely help you in the Advising Center overlap those as much as possible. And then for the graduate programs, just to be included in there, we do have an MBA, MPA, MPP, and MS, and then a couple of graduate certificates as well. So I didn't want to forget those. But those in the gist of all of our programs, that's what we offer. The big thing we always highlight and push with the College of Business and Public Policy at UAA is we are accredited by the Association to Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business, so AACSB. And that is a big deal for business schools. Less than 5% of business schools worldwide have this accreditation. It's the same as Harvard, Stanford, MIT, those big business schools. So our programs and our faculty are held to the same standards as those big business schools. So you're getting a quality education here at UAA. We do have one class in particular, BA 151, Business Foundations, that all of our business students take right now. And that kind of goes through key subject areas in business, talks about how all those areas I just mentioned, all those programs, how they're all connected, but how they're all different and what the differences are in terms of programs and what you're learning and career opportunities. And the big benefit for it is if you're not sure what major you want to be, you can take it and it will count as one of your social science general ed requirements. So it will still count even if you decide business isn't for you. But if you do, it will count for one of those GER classes, which is a big benefit for students when you're not 100% sure on your major just yet. Another popular thing with our students is our Bachelor of Business Administration, so our BBA degrees. We have a common core. So it's pretty common in our advising office for students to come in and say, I think I want to do business, but I'm not really sure which degree or which program I want to go into, and that's totally fine. So we have a common core that students start with for the first like 2.5 years, and you take the same courses and you take a business foundation class, and then you take like accounting and economics, and you kind of get your feet wet and try a few different programs and a few different majors, and hopefully from there decide what you like, what you don't like, and which major you want to pursue at that point. And then kind of to go off the questions that the facilitator had mentioned in terms of advice for students, it's really all about finding that fit. And one of those ways in college to do that is to get involved in student organizations, get involved on campus. We have a ton of active student clubs. If you're interested in internships, for example, our accounting club is very popular. They have networking activities with accounting firms in the community where you do mock interviews, you get internships, you meet people at socials, you learn how to do an elevator pitch, describe yourself. And then the other thing that's very popular is our Tom Case Leadership Academy. And that is a program where you are set up with a mentor in the community in your field, and you can talk about the industry, talk about your interests, talk about your career goals, and what you are excited about, and actually connect with someone that you think might be doing a job that you're interested in. So that's a really big perk for our students, as well as if you're interested in that Leadership Academy. So that's kind of the gist of CBPP, the College of Business and Public Policy. And I've put my contact information up there, and I'll put it in the chat as well. Let us know if you have any questions.
Thank you. And I would like to encourage everyone to turn your cameras on because we are going through our Q&A section right now. So the first question, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And if you could answer in the order that you presented.
Okay. The key thing to this one really is look for something that empowers you, that you have a certain passion about, but also where you're going to feel comfortable. Number of students that I've had over the years have left higher academics because they just weren't comfortable in the location. Spent years in North Dakota, colder there than here. So be comfortable and look for something you're passionate about.
My recommendation would be that students get comfortable looking at university catalogs. Every university has a catalog, and the catalog is its agreement with its students. So if you're thinking whether it's transferring or just attending a university, that's going to have information about like whether or not they accept AP scores or CLEP exams, or how transfer credit works and what that university is willing to accept. So if you can get to know that university's catalog in advance a little bit, that's going to help you kind of make some decisions about where you're going to go. You can really see what classes they have, what classes are required for each program. All that kind of fun stuff is all in their catalog.
My, I guess, biggest piece of advice when you're looking at schools is start as early as you can. You don't want to feel rushed in this decision. It's a big decision based on where you want to go and then what type of degree program you're looking for. So don't wait too long. Just start looking, start exploring, take as many campus tours as you can. ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Everyone's here to answer those and to help you through that decision-making process. And know that also don't feel pressure to pick your major right away. You can change it. It's very common. I would say 90% of people don't end up graduating with the first major they pick. So don't feel like you have to know that right now. Just be open to all the opportunities available to you.
Yeah, my best suggestion when you're searching through colleges is looking at those programs that you may be interested in, following them on social media and reaching out to peers and professionals in that field and getting a sense of what community would be like while you're at that institution and being able to see yourself. I feel that classes are pretty similar for your first couple of years. So as you are, as was stated before, searching for your majors, those kind of things. But I think really getting a sense of what college life is like is following those through social media and finding peers to reach out to and have those conversations with, because they're going to be your best advice.
I would like to echo what Raymond said about making sure that the location is somewhere that's conducive to learning for you. Like you want to make sure that when you choose the place that you're going to go to school, that you feel comfortable there. If you're able to be around support system, I think that's really important. And then also, I think it's important to do things like this, come to college fairs and things like that so that you can learn about different schools. I think that's a really good first step. Take into account the cost of the attendance as well. And also, I also really like what Shannon said about reaching out to peers if you can, because I think it's easier to figure out if a place is right for you, if you can speak to somebody who is maybe studying the same thing as you, or just how their experience is going at the school that they're at. I think that's really great advice.
I would echo everyone's advice. It's all about finding that comfort and that fit and finding that community that works with you. And part of that is getting involved. And we always say, become a self-advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to reach out to whoever it is. If you need more information, if you'd like more information, if you want to talk to a faculty member, if you want to talk to an advisor, become a self-advocate and ask those questions. We're all here to help you, and we're all here to help guide your decision. So don't be afraid.
Well, thank you all for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back the schedule and sign up for more sessions. There will be sessions on Monday. There'll be some panels, so definitely check those out. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Alaska. Thank you.